I just finished the coolant exchange on this thing. It exchanges about half of it. I did it last oil change. I plan on doing it every year from now on. I waited for 2 years to do it the first time. I did it a second time. Number one, because I only changed out half the first time, so I'm changing out, I guess, another quarter of it this time. But another reason was to make this video, so I can show you guys how easy it is to do it. I mean, literally, I use my fingers and a funnel. Oh, and whatever you use to catch the coolant, and so you can dispose of it. Very, very simple. As far as the coolant I use, there's probably going to be a lot of people, as time goes by and people watch this video, they're going to say that I didn't use Honda fluid and my car is going to explode and everybody in my family is going to die. I choose to use the coolant that I choose to use because I trust that company, and I'm not trying to sell it. I don't sell it. I use it because I trust it, and I think you should find something that you trust. If all you trust is Honda coolant, by all means, go get Honda coolant, and you can get all this stuff on Amazon. You can get your coolant on Amazon. You can get that funnel on Amazon. And if you live out in the middle of nowhere, there's really no excuse for not doing this service. It's easy. It replenishes all of the additives in your coolant system to help protect your water pump and your coolant system, keep it from corroding. It's just a really good thing to do. And my whole goal is to make this vehicle last as long as it possibly can, and see if I can make this CVT last for 300,000 miles or whatever I'm trying to go for. That's the number that sticks in my mind, so why not? I'm just about at 50,000. I'm at 49,800 miles on it now, and besides the little shudder that I had in my CVT before I changed the fluid the first time, this car's been flawless. I have not had, everything works on it that I bought it with. Nothing has broke. The engine runs perfect. The transmission is working great. The rear end is not making noises. Of course, I'm maintaining it, so it's really easy, guys. You can do it. Just get out there and do it. And if you have to pay somebody to do it, pay somebody to do it, because I think in the long run it's going to pay off. Not trusting lifetime fluids. Not saying that the coolant is a lifetime fluid, but like the transmission fluid, don't trust anything that they say is lifetime fluids on these cars. I don't care if it's Honda, Toyota, whoever. Don't trust them. Okay, here we go. We got distilled water, antifreeze of your choice. I choose Amsoil. The Honda Nazis will tell you that if you do not use Honda fluids, your car will explode and everyone will die. Okay, if you look, come right down here. If you look in there, you can see this little hole right, oops, there it is. Right there, there's a little hole in there. All right, that's where your coolant's gonna come out of. If you look right here, you have to twist this counterclockwise. Let's see if I can make it move with just my fingers. There it is. Okay. I broke it loose with my fingers. All right, it will drain out of that hole right there. Right there. So I need a bucket up under there. And I'm gonna reach up in here. Let's see if I can make this happen. All right. So you don't want to take it all the way out, because if you take it all the way out, it's going to come out that way and spill everywhere. If you just loosen it where it starts draining out, it will go straight through that hole. Now, you come up top once you have opened the drain, and you pop the top, and it'll start draining out really well. It's a good old Honda Badoo. Okay, I think we're done now. Well, when I say I'm done, it's done draining. And I'm gonna reach back up here, wherever this thing is, and I'm gonna close this petcock with my fingers. You don't need a pliers. If you need pliers, it's too tight. I have tightened it up just with 2 fingers around the corner, so it's really not that tight at all. And the thing's made out of plastic. You'll break it if you put it on too tight, and if you don't break it putting it on too tight, when you go to take it off and you have to use pliers to get it off, you'll probably mess it up. Okay, so it's finished draining. I have tightened the petcock down there. It's time to fill her back up. So I got this little beauty off of Amazon. Of course, the link is going to be in the description for it. You don't have to have this to do this. Just makes it easier. You can just as easy just pour it in. I live in the armpit of hell, so normally you would put 50% antifreeze, 50% water. I'm just using a lot less because you take about 1.5 gallons out when you drain it this way. So I'm gonna put about 1/2 gallon in, because winter is scheduled for Tuesday here this year. If you're living in colder climates, definitely go 50-50 with this. And if I was going 50-50, I would mix it outside of the car. I'm gonna call that good. It's not quite 2 quarts, but it's close. And I'll pour my distilled water on top of that until it's full. Alright, as you can see, the water's standing in a little pool up there. You want it like that because we're about to crank it up, and when we crank it up, the water's going to start flowing through the system again. It's going to get air bubbles out. So you can see the bubbles still percolating up now. A neat little trick. Mainly this works once you get going. But if you reach over here, and there's your top radiator hose, and you squeeze it, you can get a lot of bubbles out that way. Like I said, I normally do that after I crank it up. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water because I know that it's gonna drain down some. And now I'm gonna go crank it. Here goes nothing. Okay, when we do this, first of all, we need this light to go out, which is your coolant light, coolant temp light. All right, so you want your coolant temp light to go out, and you want it to, the book says to run it through 2 fan cycles. You can see it's already run all the way down. So, you can see it's already run all the way down. Put a little bit more back in it. Got another bottle over here I'm about to pull out. So. I really don't pay attention to that much. I go more by make sure they start, but I really want to see no bubbles. I'm gonna reach over here again, squeeze that hose, get all them bubbles out of there. Oh, those fans are probably coming on because my air conditioner's on. Okay, you can see the coolant temp light is out now. I'm going to come down here and turn off my AC. Boop. I'm gonna run my heat all the way up, so I can get the coolant running through that heater coil and get all that water run out of there also. I just did this service last time I did an oil change, but I think you only replace about half the water each time you do it this way. So I decided I was going to do it again and make a video, obviously. But last time I didn't run the heater core like I should have, and it's been summer here, so obviously I didn't run it all summer. So I'm just now getting this coolant out of the heater core. And when I do this next time, I'm going to try to do this once a year. And when I get it out this time, I'll be able to, as the years go by, keep fresh fluid in there pretty much. That's really hot, so I'm gonna go back down, leave my AC off. Doesn't look like any more bubbles are coming out, so I'm gonna reach down here, squeeze. Oop, there we go. I'm squeezing this hose again. Just squeeze that hose. I want to squeeze that hose. Now by this time, the coolant lights went off. The coolant is running through this whole system now. So, the great part about this little funnel is it comes with this. You take this and you put this down in here like so. And then you reach down here. Pop that off. The whole thing comes off with a full reservoir. And it doesn't leak out. It's pretty full. I didn't drain my my coolant reservoir. I just don't do that. If I was trying to drain the whole system, then I would drain that, yes, but I'm not worried about that little bit of coolant left in there. So now I will take it for a test drive and come back and check the coolant again. Okay, I just got back from the test drive. And now I want to check to make sure my coolant is at the right level once again. So, I'm going to tell you right now, wait for this to cool down. Wait for your car to cool down before you get done. I'm doing this only because I'm making this video. So, you can see fluids running out of that right now. So I'm really not worried. Yeah, it's full. You see it's full. It's really hot though. There is a detent in there that allows you to relieve the pressure, but just don't fool with it. Wait until your car's cooled down, check it, come back tomorrow, check it before you leave, whatever. And that's pretty much the service. It's super easy. And I hope y'all get some use out of this. Y'all take care. What do you want, bear? What?